Hello everyone, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. Today I'm going to discuss the skilled worker salary 38,700, that is the new one coming into play, and the new entrant visa. So I'm going to read between the parallels if you're already on new entrant, if you're getting into the new entrant, and the different salary numbers that have been stated 26,200, 29,000, 2960, 3960, whatever they are. So I'll try and discuss all of that. So firstly, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. If you do like this video, do subscribe to our channel, whether you're watching this on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, any of the social channels. And we also have paid memberships where we do provide guidance immediately in case of emergencies within 24 hours, either via short or a comment. Okay, so continuing with this topic. So skilled worker salaries, just to summarize, uh, as everyone is aware, from 4th April 2024, if any of the cost assignment date is 4th of April 2024 or later, certificate of sponsorship assignment, then you would be liable for the new rules that are coming into play from 4th of April 2024. And first, I will take someone who is already in the route. So let's say you are already on a skilled worker visa under the new entrant category. So where you have that 80%, where you are a new entrant and you can be paid up to 80% of the salary. So the way it works is currently what, if you are already on the route, I will come to the extensions and new application that will be filed as well. So firstly, who is already on the new entrant visa, if you come to an extension, if you are a student and you got the new entrant, you may get up to 4 years. So in the 5th year, you will definitely have to extend it, which will be as per the new rules. If you are on a postgraduate route and then you switch to the new entrant, you would have got only up to a maximum of 2 years. So these two possibilities I'm looking at, and then you would have to extend it for a further 3 years definitely to get ILR. So in such cases, if you're already on a new entrant visa, which was on the basis of 26,200 salary, so and then your salary would have been 2960. So in that case, what will happen, anytime you extend, the new salary of 38,700, which is the 50th percentile, will not apply, because the basis of that is you were given on the 25th percentile salary base. So the base for your salary calculation was 26,200, which is the 25th percentile as of that date when you filed the application. Current 25th percentile is 29,000. So if you are paid as per the 26,200, 80%, 2960, anytime you extend your new entrant category and you get into the normal category of skilled workers, so you lose the exemption of new entrant. Obviously you will lose that when you extend it. So then you would have to be paid at least 29,000. So the logic is your salary was based on the 25th percentile formula, hence you will continue to be on the 25th percentile formula. So that doesn't mean that you will have to be paid 26,200. Current, as per the inflation, etc., the 25th percentile is moving up to 29,000. So you will have to be paid at least 29,000 or the going rate as per the SOC 2020. So once that comes into play, so that is what will be the, or the going rate, so whatever they call it, going rate, occupation code rate, so whichever is higher, that formula anyway stays. So that is the position of someone who is already on the new entrant visa and they want to extend their skilled worker visa. Obviously they will lose the discount on new entrant and they will apply the normal skilled worker visa of an experienced worker. So they will have to be paid at least 29,000 or their going rate whenever they extend. So that is the first part I wanted to get out. So someone who is extending, so this part is gone. The second part, someone who is going to apply for the new entrant visa for the first time. So right now, so I'm assuming someone who is applying for the first application is made after 4th April, and the course is also assigned. So course assigned before, after, okay. So course assigned plus skilled worker application. So if the course is assigned after 4th of April, on or after 4th of April, obviously you cannot assign on the 4th, the sponsor management system will be down. It will only open up on the 5th at 9 a.m. So just a small update on that. Once the course is assigned on or after 4th of April 2024, then you come under the new rules. Under the new rules, the way it will apply is the 26,200 salary base is gone. No doubt 25th percentile, the 25th percentile formula itself is gone, so no 25th percentile calculations. Your base for the calculation purposes is the 50th percentile, which is the median. So 38,700 is your base for the calculation. Like in the extension cases, I use the base as 26,200. Your base amount is this 38,700. So 80% of 38,700 would be 30,960, 30,960 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that should be the 80%. Let me just verify that. Yes, it is correct. So 38,700 into 80 percentage, 3960. Yes. So that is what will remain. So if you are applying for, to summarize, if you are applying for a new entrant category, you are switching either from a student visa, trying to apply for a 4-year new entrant category skilled worker visa, or you are switching from, so either from student or from graduate route. So if you are currently in one of these categories and the certificate of sponsorship is assigned on or after 4th of April 2024, then you would be required to be paid at least 3960 or the going rate for the job, whichever is higher, or 80% of the going rate basically. So this is, so in the first case also, the 80% remains whether you are taking the going rate or you are taking 38,700. In the previous case also, it was the going rate, 80% of going rate, or 80% of 26,200. Hence you were paid 2960 lowest. In this case also, the lowest you will have to be paid is 30,960. So just to summarize, someone who is extending the new entrant category visa and getting into the new area, so obviously whenever they extend, they will lose the new entrant benefit. So either students up to 4 years and PSW holders, graduate routes, up to 2 years of new entrant you get. So after that, if you are switching and getting the skilled worker visa as an experienced worker, then you would have to be paid at least 29,000 or the going rate, because at that point you lose the 80% completely because you are getting into the experienced worker area. Anyone who is applying for the first time as a new entrant, switching from student or graduate route, you would have to be paid at least 30,960, 30,960, or 80% of the going rate. So that is the whole summary. Yeah, so the immigration rules are split and I'm trying to cover just one area at a time. I will try and make several videos on for different categories. So just focusing on the new entrant, this is what it would look like. If you are extending, you will be subject to at least 29,000 or the going rate for your job at the time you extend. So that's how it will be. Or if you are applying for the first time a new entrant category visa, then it would be the 30,960 or 80% of the going rate, whichever is higher. Every time it is whichever is higher. So that is how it will apply. Other considerations, I will just touch on some other considerations over here. Now, if you are in between a transition phase, for example, you already submitted your application, not received a decision. I know I get a lot of questions and comments on the YouTube channel, TikTok as well. So just to clarify on that point, so already submitted. So if you are application submitted, So what is submitted? So first thing, there are two stages. If your skilled worker application is already submitted and the cost is already assigned on 3rd of April or earlier, then you come under the old rules. The new salary requirement does not apply to you. Okay, so that is summarily. If the skilled worker application is filed, so this is one possibility. Costs plus skilled worker, both costs assigned before this date, before 4th April, and skilled worker filed before 4th April. That's fine, you come under the old rules. Costs assigned, so costs assigned before, so before the date, but skilled worker application filed after the date. So if the date of the skilled worker application is after 4th of April, but the cost was assigned on or before 3rd of April, so before the rules change, still you come under the old rules. So in category 1, where both are done before the date, old rules. When cost is assigned before this date, but skilled worker filed after the date, still under the old rules. So 1, 2. Only in a case where the cost is assigned. So cost assignment is the main part. If cost is assigned after this date, skilled worker filed after this date, new rules, very simple. So both are greater than this date. And I would also have cases, I know I will get questions on the comments, so which will be if someone has already filed an application pending costs, which is not recommended, but if I don't know if people are in those positions, if they've already, so skilled worker application filed before the change, but cost assigned, obviously the cost is, it's pending cost, so you will assign it after the changes happen. So the cost is assigned after, you will still come under the new rules. So you will come under the new rules if you just filed a skilled worker application, ask them to hold it, and the assignment of the cost is done afterwards. You will come under the new rules. The cost assignment date is what is relevant in this case. With the previous change that happened on 11th of March regarding the dependents of care workers, the date of skilled worker application was relevant. Whether that, so if the skilled worker application is filed on 10th of March or earlier, then the dependents were allowed. And if the skilled worker application was filed on or after 11th of March, then the dependents were not allowed. Very simple. That was the rule. At that time, we were testing, many lawyers have done, even we have done cases where we filed the application, asked the Home Office to keep it on hold, and then provided the costs. So in that case, it was possible to keep the application on hold and get the benefit of the old rules and dependents allowed. But in this case, it will be tricky because the way the rules have been drafted in the statement of changes, yeah, so the date of assignment of the cost is important. They did see that, I think, and that's the reason they drafted the rules in a particular way, where the date of skilled worker application is not very relevant, but the date of assignment of the cost is relevant. So that is one point I wanted to touch on. So this is the whole summary. So if you do like this video, do subscribe to our channel, like this video, and thank you very much for watching. Consider supporting our channel if this matter interests you, and if this video helps you, and thank you very much.